Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, or welcome if it's your first time with us. You're here on the Community Sports Show and we're at Bennett Springs Oval for the opening one-day A-grade match between Coolbinia, West Perth and Caversham, and I'm in the studio, or in the broadcast van, with Donnie Bell. Welcome back, Donnie.
Thanks, mate. It should be a fantastic chase. It's got a beautiful afternoon. We were just saying during the break that the temperature seems to have cooled just a little, so it's more palatable out there. But the scorers, you talk about scorers negotiating. We went to the break and it was 194 to win, but now it's only 191. So the score rounded down to 10 for 190 is what they signed off on in the end.
Yep.
Still, it should be a pretty big chase. Not going to be easy to run down. Runs on the board, always important. And Pankaj Dal with the ball in hand to bowl the first over of this second innings.
And the opening batsmen for Caversham are going to be, we've got Sandeep Brar and Amrinder Sadhana. Umpire Keith Worsley just checks all clear.
Do we know which one's which?
On strike and Sadhana.
Sadhana on strike. Oh, he's flashed at one outside off and falling just short of the fielder. Would have been a great way to start the innings for Coolbinia. Sadhana survives the first.
Well, that's always the first challenge, isn't it? No one likes to hit a first ball duck.
A little bit more sedate on the second delivery, because we know how, well, it was a blistering start from Coolbinia, West Perth. Does that put any pressure, do you think, on Caversham to come out and try and do the same, or do you just look at the total score and what you've got to do?
I think realistically, because they both bat similarly. Certainly if I was Caversham's captain, I'd be looking to hang around for a little bit. Build just 3 or 4 in the first. Well, there's a 4 to mention that. So take those. If you can get 4 and over for the first 10 without loss, as we saw Coolbinia West Perth do in the first 5, if you can get to 10.
We're good over here after the over.
Amrinder Sadhana with it was actually a very classy shot. It was a full Yorker length delivery right on middle and leg and just whipped it off down to deep fine. And there's a nice looking shot as well, all the way along the grass. We mentioned it is a little bit long, so they do have to run those ones. They get another couple to add to the total though.
Well, good start here for Caversham. Exactly what they needed to do.
Forward defending on that occasion. We've got the 6 off the over without having to take too many risks. Because as you mentioned in the first innings, Noel, well, the field is up in the opening, is it 8 overs?
8 overs, mate, yep, well remembered.
Edge, short of the slip fielder. Doesn't quite carry. Soft hands there from Sadhana. Saves him. 6 runs off the first over. Looks like it's Sam Trend coming on down the other end.
Should be well rested. sat down half that innings.
Well, he was doing all the scoring. He had to up and down to update the scoreboard every over, which
Due to
he
popular
really enjoyed.
request.
Really enjoyed doing that.
Speaking of enjoyment, I'm not sure how much Mundarin are feeling at the moment, chasing 137 for victory, 2 for 35 against Dianella.
Well, Sandeep Bra, the first opportunity to see him facing up against Sam Friend. So a couple that we haven't called in the action so far. Friend gets a little loose down leg side and wide is called. We'll loosen it to start.
Sandeep Bra, the man on strike here for Caversham.
Whips that one. Middle and leg. Straight to the mid-wicket fielder though. No run. New ball though makes a nice sound off the bat though.
How sweet it is.
This time gets a little bit wider of that mid-wicket fielder. Hitting it square to get the single, and he's off the mark, bro.
Gurdeep Singh there doing the chasing. Welcome back, viewers starting to drop in there. Welcome to you all, wherever you are, whatever time it might be. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, or good morning.
Grunt of frustration at one wild down leg side from Friend. We'll have to go back and re-bowl that one. He's second wide of this over. .9 average, Sam Friend, so... Oh, he got some movement in the air there. Just squeezed that one out. Sedana for the single. It hasn't been the best of starts from Friend, but that was a great delivery. Just tailed in. We had a great angle on that one from the commentary box. And gets another one just again swinging down leg side. Another wide is called. Hasn't quite been able to get the line right.
3 so far this over for Sammy.
Play the 2-0.
Yep.
Big shout out to my wife as I get reminded what I was meant to say.
Well, that one's beaten everyone through the keeper's legs. The nutmeg, if you like. I'll get through for a couple. And that'll be buys. So 2 more buys. Added to the total. And again, that one's better, plays straight. Well run, they get through for the single.
And you asked me earlier why I've got so many spaces in the overs, because of situations like this.
Get a few extras. We've got 8 off this over so far. And another one down leg side, and I think he's going to get away with that one.
Just inside the line.
We finished 8 off the over, so none for 14 off 2. Is that what you've got, Noel?
It is indeed. This match proudly brought to you thanks to our broadcast sponsors. ID Athletic. For all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs, let ID Athletic help you and your club build your identity. And Vision Decor. Curtains, blinds, awnings and even hybrid floorings. Vision Decor. Alright, back to Dale now.
And another wide, down leg side. I say another wide, I think it's the first for Dale, but there's quite a few in that last over. We talk about, it feels like Caversham have got a reasonable start here, but you talk about the start that Coolbinia got, they're half. They're half what Coolbinia West Perth were at the same time. Oh, none for 28 at this point in time. That one
catch it,
over the top of the infield and down for 4. It's the first shot really played in anger.
Sandeep Rao there, using the width to his advantage, and also, as you mentioned, Donny, just 2 players allowed outside that circle, so if you're going to score early is the opportunity. You can just get it through the gap or over the top.
Bright just plays with a straight bat on that occasion. Knocked down by Dale in his follow through. No run. None for 19. 191 for victory.
Way to go.
Short, outside off. Hits the gap all the way down to the rope for 4 more. It's a beautiful shot. Sandy Bra starting to really get into his work. Must admit that was a bit of a gift. It sort of sat up for him. It's not even Christmas yet.
Every day is Christmas when your name is Noel.
Well, I think any time you get to call live sport Noel is as good as Christmas.
And I'll just mute Brant Johnson there, calling me during the middle of a broadcast. I'll get back to you, Brant. It must mean Swan Valley's all out already.
Well, I got one on the Swan Valley group chat asking for an update, and when there hasn't been an update for a while, it means the news isn't good.
Yeah.
Gets a bit leg side-ish and works off the pads for leg buys. The batsman doesn't get it, but the team does, and that's all that matters in the end.
Yep. 10 off the over so far, none for 24.
Sedana on strike. Whee! Dale, he's lost a handle on that one in the run in. I think just hit the ball on his thigh just as he was about to get into his work. Dead ball.
Swing and a miss.
So not to finish the over, 10 runs from it, as you said, no. Going along nicely, Caversham at none for 24. We did see this in the first innings where 1 wicket became 2 and slowed things up in a hurry.
Well, that's it. Pardon me. That's the age-old saying, isn't it? 1 gets 2. And if you can just get 1 early, Coolbinia West Perth here, they'll take some confidence from that.
Both these batsmen looking comfortable early. Friend again. Getting a bit of swing. And a bit of a wobbler through the air. Makes timing it a little bit more difficult for Bra. As you say, with a bowling average of 9.9, when Friend does get it right, he's incredibly effective. Again, outside off, and that one just holds its line. To Friend's detriment, another wide.
To use footy parlance, across the face.
You guys split it.
And they're in 3 for 47 now. There's a scoreline that you know you want to just stop that slide.
Well, I think they might have known who the fielder was on that occasion. Hit straight to him and took him on for the easy single.
There's a few players around you can risk the single, or it's sometimes not even a risk, even inside the circle.
He squared him up, he's plumb in front, the finger goes up, the first wicket falls. Amrinder Sadhana makes his way back. Well, he hasn't got everything right in this opening spell, Sam Friend, but he gets that one bang on the spot, swinging in, hits him right in front of middle, and he's got to go. It's 1 for 26.
Just trying to pick up who's coming in next. They're lurking behind the broadcast van using our shade. So it's going to be Dana Singh coming in, Krishna Dana Singh coming into the centre.
Well, the sounds of things, Caversham had a bit of a floating batting order, maybe depending on who got out first, maybe wanting to keep that left-hand, right-hand combination or something along those lines. There's Dana Singh that'll join Sandeep Brar out there. 1 for 26.
So draw a line through Amrinder Sadhana. Krishna Dana Singh coming in now. Samuel Friend gets the breakthrough for Coolbinia West Perth. Yep.
Next month.
He certainly seems to be getting a bit more movement than I think I've seen anybody else get.
Well, it's all bowler action as well. No breeze. Humidity not a factor. And on an AstroTurf, you can't say it's turning due to the grass.
Again, pitching that one right up.
Yeah, right in the block hole.
Giving the ball every opportunity to swing. Dunasing does well to smack it back up to the bowler. Shows that aggressive feign to throw it back at the stumps as well.
The age old, I'm going to get ya. Good that he's just getting...
And that time he throws it, but he knocks the stumps out of the ground just for theatre.
Well, good theatre it is as well. 1 for 2 off the over. 1 for 26 after 4. Caversham in reply to Coolbinia, West Perth. All out 190. So can Pankaj Dal do the same? Get another breakthrough for his side here, give him a chance. Well, no, bowler's VJ, so I'm going to say it's Kanwar. Vijay Kanwar.
VJ.
Oh,
Other team sheet.
Nosy.
VJ Lather.
Yep. I don't know if he prefers Lather,
Lather.
like father.
That's a good start. It's right on a spot.
Enthusiastically getting back to his mark.
Sprinting back to his mark. He must be behind the over 8.
He's Worsley all over that at the moment.
Oh, underneath edge, and the keeper does well to prevent runs. So they really haven't done the early change in the bowling. Well, that one's very short. He's given that the upper crunch over the fence for 6.
So quick, I hope you caught that one, viewers. Well, that's why you should be here in person if you want to get involved in community sport.
It was described beautifully by the commentator, mate. They could see it in their minds.
It was exceptionally well called.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, VJ works himself into a lather.
Shortened up the run-up a little bit there and squeezed that out for the single.
One for 33. As Krishna Danasingh takes his guard.
It's a bit more leg side-ish, but unable to get any bat on it.
Well, that breeze is actually quite nice.
If it was consistent, it'd be fantastic. Lather in again, outside off, and just waves at that one, Dana Singh. And for the over. There's one big hellish shot in that over. It's at 7 runs from it. One for 33 or 5.
Yep. Indeed it is.
Yep. Confirmed by the scorers.
5
Always good when we agree. Looks like they've got to change up the other end as well, so getting a wicket doesn't even get you another over.
5 overs karo. Over there. Pankaj coming from that end.
Pankaj
Pankaj
Dal
Dal.
swapped ends.
5. Hanji bhai. Thank you.
Came in for a bit of punishment in his first spell from this end, swapped around. Full on leg stump, whipped away beautifully, down to the fence. That'll be 4 runs. He's looking pretty good here, Sandeep Bra.
Well, Pankaj Dal, all well and good to swap ends. None for 16 off 2 in his opening 2 overs. Change of ends, will it be a change of fortune?
You got water?
Again, gets that one a little straight and just worked finally. A bit of a run for the slip fielder, so he gets another couple. Does Bra. It was a bit more delicate than he's been with some of his other work.
Leg byes called there.
Not off the bat. So maybe not quite as delicate as I thought. Got nothing on it.
Takes skill to play a shot with your pads.
And that's a bit more like we've been used to seeing. Cutting hard through the point region, down to the fielder in the deep. Just a single. Seven off this over already. They're really ticking it along, despite the loss of wicket. Dana Singh really hasn't got going just yet. We got the late call on that, and again they picked out that furler. I'm not sure exactly who that is that's at mid-off, but a couple of times I've hit it to him. They've not hesitated to take the quick single.
This is where the strategy, if you're another club watching this game here on the Community Sports Show, you can decide who that was and how you'd like to play him in your matches. Wow, that's interesting shot selection. Did well. Another single. 9 off the over now.
Pankaj Dal, I would have liked to have seen him when he took his best figures. 7 for 6, that would have been a day out. Day to remember.
I suspect that Dahl is also wishing he could get back to that form.
Yeah, 9 off this over. 1 for 42 off 6. Coolbinia and West Perth at the same time, still just in front. They were 1 for 47, maybe 2 for 47 at this time. This is about when the brakes got put on Coolbinia West Perth.
Yeah, 1 for 47 off 6 there, 2 for 47 after a wicket maiden in the 7th.
There you go.
So
Oh, both the opening bowlers just changing ends. So VJ just came in for the one over so they could swap around. Well, friend looked like he'd just about worked it out from that end, getting that wicket in his last over. It swapped around anyway. One hit in the air, through the field though. Running down towards the rope, but it won't get there. Slows up and they get two.
One or two.
Two for Bart. Brendan again. That one just hitting the inside of the bat as it swings in. That's about all you can do when the ball is swinging around. You've just got to play the line and hope you get lucky. It's going to swing around for too much longer.
Wait for the loose ones, punish them. Just like my football coaching, it's a case of do as I say, not as I do.
And his line has certainly been a lot better in this over than it was in his first over, where he went for three or four wides, I think, his first couple of overs, yeah.
Yeah, with three there on the Your Name Here stats.
Any sponsors that want to get involved, get in touch.
Yeah, I've got to pay for Donny to come back regularly. Oh, no, not to be. One hand, one bounce.
Sorry.
Few boys having fun here.
Played straight, no run. Down the middle.
Brendan enjoying the game. And it's a batsman's worst nightmare, the left arm bowler.
Yeah, we've...
And I'm not going to call him old, but Samuel has been around a few years. Just the two off, yeah.
It was
for 44.
The switch of ends seemed to work pretty well there for friend.
Bro, you guys have to run! Run! Sprint! There is something as walking in cricket.
Clearly you have never watched me bat. Young kid there saying there's no such thing as walking in cricket.
There's no such thing as running in my life.
I know, I just, there's a disconnect. My wife's doing there's a run thing on, Festival of Running, I think it is tomorrow. She doesn't run, she walks 5, 10, 12 Ks, but I did not see any fun in running. I think the last time I ran, the sergeant was threatening to belt me. I can't say what he said on air. Oh dear.
He chased after that one, didn't he?
Just hung it out there, lucky to get away with it.
It's Dana Singh on strike. He's hung in pretty well, Dana Singh. Hasn't quite looked as as comfortable as your partner.
That one finds a fielder for a dot.
But the key is he's still out there and still only one down.
And VJ Lather, man with the ball.
Well, Panko's Dale, just a 1 over spell from that end.
Sometimes as a captain you've got to make the harsh calls. Oh,
Got
the
underneath
bouncing
that.
ball.
Fielder's not going to get anywhere near it. It's going to pull up. Just propped as soon as it's hit the deck. They get 2.
Should have gone down a couple of clubs there.
One of my favourite things I think about cricket is when a ball lands in a spot, I just stay there, because now the next one will land exactly where he was previous delivery.
That is true, right there.
The reactive move for that one. Slash through the covers for the single. Dana Singh trying to get himself going. Top edging one and cover drive there. Probably the one that he's timed the best, but only gets 1 run for it. Chopped into the deck from Bra. Into the cordon for no run. Interesting cordon they've got.
Well, this is the last over that they've got players in.
Oh, great fielding.
That is, and that was great reaction in the field. Square leg shows that it's not out by moving to the other end. He says, not my job.
3 off the over. 1 for 47 off 8. Just saying, it was interesting sort of chord, and the first slip was really at second slip, and then they had another one out there at sort of 4th slip. Almost gully type region.
Skinny gully, yep.
But perfectly positioned as it turned out, as we saw on that last delivery.
Great, I mean, look, that's what it's going to take here. Coolbinia and West Perth. 190 on the board, and we said during the break, Donny, runs on the board, always hard to chase down.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you think of how Caversham have started this game. They couldn't have done too much better than what they've done. And through the first 8 overs, they're 1 for 47. At the same time, Coolbinia, West Perth were with 55. So they're still sitting in front of the game at the moment, the team with the runs on the board. So Caversham have got to continue to be near perfect if they want to go on to chase down this pretty decent total.
Around the grounds, no updates from the Midland Scarborough scoreboard, but we can tell you Mundaring 4 for 62, chasing 137 for victory there. Mundaring with some work to do. And that's 21 overs gone, so halfway through, yep.
Maybe some of the Caversham fans out there in the second grade, their side's all out for 197 in that 2-day game against Ellenbrook as well. So Rangers might get a chance to bat for a while on day 1.
Worked off the pads, pop right, pounces on that, sends it back. Batsmen choose to stay where they are.
Yeah, the swing's starting to have been beaten out of this ball a little bit, I think. So
Yeah, one to come.
Friend goes a little bit more into that sort of line and length type bowling out. Just trying to get the ball into the right spots. Inside edge onto that one. with a wide, fine leg. For one.
Ninth over in progress here at Bennett Springs, here on the Community Sports Show for this one-day A-grade match.
Bra again. Bring that one out to the point fielder. Again, no run. As you sort of mentioned, they can put more fielders out at this point, but they don't seem to have taken advantage of that. I'm not seeing too many out. Just the one, a fine leg, and that's about it. Everyone else inside the circle. And that one beats the infield. The chase on. Some question marks as to whether that got there, but not quite. So they get three runs there.
Yep. They work on the scoreboard there, keeping us informed. And also keeping the army of young kids helping him entertained always.
That's it. Up and dropped! Well, that was the golden opportunity that they've been working so hard for. Hit to the fielder at mid-on. And he spells it. That's one that you've got to take.
Well, I love your enthusiasm there, Donnie. You actually woke me up. Great call, though, mate.
It's one thing that all the producers at Local Media Services Company have always sort of told me is that whenever I'm calling, they've got to have their finger on the volume button to make sure that I don't break things when I start to get a bit excited.
Well, at the end of 9 after that drop catch, 4 off the over, I think.
50 is up with that 3 that we did see, so 1 for 51.
Just 6 behind and a wicket in hand here at the moment, so...
And they're in a good position. As we said, it was around about this point that the brakes were put on Coolbinia's innings. The retiring hurt with Davis Bode, who was scoring at a great rate of knots. When he went out, it did slow them up, and there's a good delivery. They just keep it out. Thought for a second he was thinking about the single, but he was just going to do the fielding, the batsman.
Well, great team spirit there.
Bra on strike. Gets a bit of width, likes it, smashes that one through the cover region. 4 runs. He's looking in fine, Nick. Sandeep Bra opening the batting. Just squeezed out a good delivery, and then the next one gets a little bit of width, as you said earlier. Take advantage of the loose ones whenever they're there. And there's another loose one, and he takes advantage once more. 4 again. It's over onto the basketball court.
Back-to-back boundaries now. Well, some questions here for Coolbinia West Perth. Their regular captain Ash Kumar not here. He's overseas at the moment. Should be back next week. I'm just making that up. He might be a month away.
BJ's just got to tighten up that line a little bit, and he does. Makes the adjustment.
He heard you call, mate. Heard it.
Well, just 2 deliveries in a row where he gave Bra a bit of width. They've actually got two men out there on the boundary for that shot now. Slaps them another one, but picks out the infield on this occasion. No run.
Got to finish. 10-8 off. Good to see if a couple of boundaries. Score moves to 1 for 59 after 10 overs. 4 runs separating these two sides.
They really are neck and neck. Who would you want to be at this point? No?
I think circumstances and weather conditions are probably favouring Caversham. If they can just get through the next 4 or 5 and only lose at most 1 here, put another 30 on the board, they'll set themselves up for a good second half.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Only 1 wicket down, going at 5.9 and over at this point in time. They look in control. They don't need to do anything of a great risk or consequence.
Yeah, there's not been many risks, have there?
No, it's just keep doing what they're doing and they'll win this game. But quite often, cricketers don't think that way, but you'll see a rash shot that doesn't need to be played. The game will change. Good fielding there. Cover to prevent runs being scored. I need stuff like that to build the energy for Coolbinia West Perth. They're under the pump a little bit. Krishna Singh on strike. And he just punches at one outside the off stump and runs all the way down. Looks very close to the rope there. Drag back in.
Come back for 2.
I'm going to say 2.
It's one of the advantages of having a second set of eyes. As you were watching that, I was able to watch that.
That was a nicely timed shot. He didn't look like he put a lot of power into that one. There's a wide. But race down towards the fence and friend in again. Dana Singh. Full. Take on the middle fielder. Misses the stumps. They get through anyway. I think they were comfortably home even if it did hit. But risky-ish single.
I've got a smile, Donnie. There's a kid who's, I'm going to guess about 10 or 12. He's 3'6", and he just asked if he had to dodge under the camera. I think you're okay. Oh.
That one sat up and begged to be hit and not hit quite as forcefully as perhaps deserved that one, but they get through for another couple. The running between the wickets has been quite good, and I think that's what you talk about with the conditions being a bit cooler now. It was pretty oppressive trying to run between wickets in that first dig.
Yeah, no, it's definitely settled down now. Well, everyone goes all on.
Yeah.
You know it's close when commentators do it.
Well, Bra was remonstrating with himself as well. He punches his own bat and he knows he didn't play that one overly well. Just a minor lapse in concentration. But he survives. He can make sure it doesn't happen again.
Last ball.
beautiful delivery
It's
right
a
up
good
in the
ball.
block hole.
Yeah.
Kept out, but 6 off the over. Is that what you've got?
Yep. So 1 for 65 off 11.
Well, for the first time they're in front.
Yeah, they are. Indeed. And that's the advantage of patience, really. They haven't played too many rash shots. They've capitalised, and that's what you can do if you talk to our sponsors. Vision Decor, for all your blind curtain and awning needs, will give you the best capital investment on your property. Make it look flash with Vision Decor. And then after you've made it flash, sell it through Ashby Farrell White Arch for all your real estate needs.
Seamless, Nosy, seamless. Beautiful.
Years of practice.
I love it.
As I
Really.
said, they're tenuous sometimes.
I was cheering.
I know, I didn't want to reverse the
ducked that
camera,
in.
but I saw it. And I took a moment of pride to wobble my head.
We wait for the square leg umpire to get in position.
Nearby so high. Not quite how it was pronounced to me, but that's how the Anglo version is.
Sorry.
Well, 11.26 is a bowling average. Best figures are 4 for 6 nearby.
Well, I need a breakthrough. I need probably a couple of breakthroughs, if I'm honest. So the man did it with the bat, making 51. That one's half a chance, but carries over the fielder's head. 6 runs.
Six runs called from umpire Keith Worsley there. Now, just trying to look across, nearby so high, I think he had 40 something, 51.
He made 51.
So he's got a couple of runs to his credit here, but won't want too many more of those.
Well, Dana Singh is liking what he's seeing. We haven't seen him go this hard so far in this innings. But a 6 and a 4 off consecutive deliveries. He's taking on the spin of Sai. And then gets one in a good spot.
Well watched.
All of a sudden you see Coolbinia West Perth just adjusting the field, trying to put players in spots where he might want to target.
Well, with the exception of first slip, and I don't know whether to call him a fourth or a gully there, no one behind square, so
Once again we see one of the features of this partnership, the running between wickets. It's again just wide of the fielder in the deep, and they take the 2 as Tana Singh wafts at that one. And just because he beat the bat, they cheered. Coolbinia West Perth desperate for something. 12 off the over.
1 for 77 now, Caversham, of 12 overs. Chasing at the same score line here now, starting to open up a little lead. Coolbinia West Perth 2 for 66 after 12. And as you mentioned before, Donny, this was where Caversham just slowed down the Coolbinia West Perth attack. 40 off 5 overs, and it was 40 off the last 10 in the first session for Coolbinia. Right now, difference here, they're all up our end. We've got 4 on the boundary.
Fanuja, Rodriguez, into the attack, and one off his first. Bowling with a fair bit of flight.
Just tempting the bowlers, the batsmen.
Look at me, look at me, look at my leg.
At the moment, they're holding their nerve and just knocking it around, and that's, at this point, all that's really required. One straight back at the bowler. Crowd catch. Bump ball.
So this is the situation really, because with Coolbinia dropping all their men deep, Caversham just able to drop it in and get the easy singles.
Exactly right. You get 4, 5, 6 singles and over, and it's more than enough, although a dot ball on that occasion.
Good
Leaves a
over.
couple outside off, so only 3 off it.
– 13 overs down, 1 for 80. Well, it's nice when the scorer's bench not in agreement.
Well, he sort of kept up pretty well in his innings so far, Nosey.
I got me rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride.
Come on, boys, it's cricket time.
Yep. Quick bonus prize pack I should offer up for anyone who knows where that line comes from, which movie.
Well, I went down leg side and wanted to smack that away down behind square. As you say, there's no one behind square at all, so there's temptation, but couldn't get onto it. No run, and again tries down the same area. Optimistic appeal. But a couple of dots in a row, so they've opened up that temptation down that sort of fine leg type area, and that's where the batter's trying to target unsuccessfully on those 2 deliveries. So it says, just let me get up the other end. Punches the easy single down the ground.
And to stand on his tippy toes to get up to that one.
It's funny with the change of pace, all of a sudden Sandeep Brar is the one that doesn't look quite as comfortable, and his partner Krishnadana Singh is the man that seems to like the spinners a little bit more. It's been a good over so far.
It's 1 ball left, 1 run off the over.
Good. Great flight.
Dear right.
Dana Singh, he thought he could get to it. He couldn't. Beat him in flight beautifully there so high. 1 run off the over. 14 down, 1 for 81.
2 wickets in hand now, Caversham, over the same stage for Coolbinia West Perth, plus 10 runs. So, tide starting to turn. Drinks scheduled for 20 overs here on the Perth Swan Cricket Association. A grade, 1 day, grand final replay brought to you on the Community Sports Show thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic.
Yeah, the worms have definitely crossed now. Caversham on top. So again, they punch that one down in the ground for the easy one.
If you're at another match and got a score update, feel free to let us know what it is wherever you are. All picked up out there. Just the one.
Floated up. Fielder has to move to his left, so they get through for another single, even though the ball's kept in the infield. Rodriguez floats another one up. That one, they get to it on the full. Bit of a mix-up. If he hits the stumps, there was half a chance. You need to take one of these half chances.
Put one down already. Another close opportunity there.
That one hit down the ground. It's going to fall short of the fielder despite the cries of catch it. And the single, Rodriguez almost had that one bounce up into his eye. Protects himself and 4 off the over. 1 for 85, 15 gone.
Oh, 1 for 85 compared to 3 for 77 at the same time. So reality is there's 5 overs till the drinks break. If they can get there with, what would you imagine, 30, 40 over, runs? 30, I think, 6 and over. Go in 115.
They're not too far from that rate now, so. Yeah, anywhere between 25 and 30, you'd think, off the next 5 overs would be what they'd be aiming for. Get themselves into a very comfortable position with plenty of wickets in hand. I'll tell you though, I think Sandeep Brar will be happy for the drinks break. He's starting to show some signs of fatigue as keeps the leg planted. Does Krishnadana Singh through that stumping opportunity. And the spinners for Coolbinia West Perth doing a bit of a job here at the moment. Certainly asking some questions. The batters don't have all the answers at the moment. The last couple of overs from Sohai have been very good. Floats another one up and just over the top of the off stump, and the keeper can't believe he left it and got away with it.
Well judged. Well judged.
There's some chat out there in the middle. Be sure of that. So again, outside off, a bit more width, hits it over the top of the infield, it runs down for 4. Well, that breaks the shackle somewhat. They've been starting to work their way back on top. And one loose delivery, one good shot.
That's it, isn't it, Johnny? They just had the room there, and with the field as spread out as it is now, with no fielding restrictions, just able to capitalise on that.
So again, outside off, driven through the covers for the single.
Skipper Gaurav Sharma would have to be happy with that at the moment. Their side looking strong.
Oof. Again, just hung the bat out. Beats the outside edge of Bra. And 5 off the over. Apart from that that one bad delivery, it was a pretty good over until that point. In the end, they get the 5 runs and over that they're looking for to keep the foot on the throat. A bit of chat out here for Coolbinia West Perth as they try and organise where they want everyone. This next over from Thanuja Arachige.
Just having a look around local line. Oops.
Just a single.
Just the one. Been giving us an update there we were aware of, but in the local line company, first grade, 2-day format, it's Les Moody Mazenot, all out 173. Up against SKLP, who are none for 8 at the moment. Well, Belmont, good fight back here. Currently 6 for 179. Belmont moving up into the A grade competition after winning the B grade last year. So good start for them. Forestfield 7 for 191, and Swanview 9 for 204. As that one just works around the legs. Another dot. 17th over in progress.
Because Mundaring Dianella in this grade. And Dianella 9 all out for 136. Mundaring in response 7 for 91. They're looking a fair bit of strife. There's time enough left for them, but with 7 down, that's the big mission for them. Jordan Smith 10 off 21 at the moment, and Daniel Thomas, their captain, is 8 off 6 with the job of digging them out of that hole.
Good hit for 1 as semi-friend gets across to that one, into the over.
And there you have off that one.
Just 1, I think. We'll just lean out. Just the 1 off the over, boys.
1 off that over?
No. 3 off the over.
3?
I was paying attention to the other ground. My apologies, viewers.
Yeah. We both looked away to other games during that over.
What we can tell you is after 17 overs, it is 1 for 93. 3 overs till the drinks break. And this is where the game slows down as we begin the game of human chess.
Well, we've got a game of volleyball being set up out to our right. Just right on the boundary markers. I hope they're paying attention to the cricket, because there's been some big hits over in that general direction towards the toilet blocks. I want to keep their eyes peeled. So I continues. Punching that one up the ground. There'll be at least 1. Well, I'm not pushing for 2, so just the 1.
Very casual all round on that shot, really, wasn't it? Batsmen, fielders. Well,
It does It feels a little bit like the air's been sucked out of it. That I need something to change the levels of enthusiasm out there for Coolbinia West Perth. There's that one going down leg. Thought about appealing, but he knew it was no chance. So.
Going to be arrested for burglary if he got it.
But just turned around and looked at the umpire without actually saying anything. And floated up and floated back over the bowler's head. Fielder cuts it off and it's just the single. Always love a lofted straight drive.
Is that one of your favourite shots, or what? Have you got a favourite shot?
Cover drive's my favourite shot. A beautiful cover drive. It's just
through.
It is something quite beautiful to watch. It's that one behind square, and the fielder has to come around a long, long way from deep mid wicket to get to that one. It's the 2. Just beats the fielder at cover. He's come up with some great stops in that position, but not on that occasion. Five off the over.
One for 98 off 18. Coolbinia West Perth at the same time, 4 for 87.
Well, they did have a couple of good overs, Coolbinia, to finish off that before drinks.
Well, they had a 12. Their 20th over went for 12. So
98, 18 overs, 1 down.
that's for the crowd here. One of the scoreboard assistants, just letting the people keep asking him no. So drinks in 2 overs, viewers. We'll stick with we'll leave the feed up.
Down to deep cover for 1. That one's wide and beats the keeper as well, so
There's
well,
a
it
two
floated
dollar-
up there, and I got the keeper sort of looking down the other end, but floated slow and probably should have got across to it. So they ended up getting three wides.
There's a $2 fine for the umpire. He was busy signalling and the batsmen were doing things behind him. If I was the umpire's coach, I'd get him to review that one.
He just sort of tracks that one across. Wide of off stump. Not called wide, but bowling with plenty of width right on the lines here at the moment.
Testing the boundaries.
And just a bit of chat there, I think, there from Sandeep Brar. He goes and gives a fist pump to the umpire. Reverse sweep, smashes it down to the fielder who cuts it off beautifully. Well, there's some modern day cricket for you all in one go. So a lot happened there for 1 run.
Certainly did.
That's a little bit more regulation. And a regulation misfield from the cover fieldsman as well, and another single. To the total of Sandeep Brar, who he couldn't be too far away from some milestones. Closing in on that half century if he's not there already. That one straight down the ground. It's coming for the broadcast tent. And it's cleared us.
Viewers, if you could have seen the look on my face, the fielder's face, it was a case of uh-oh.
he started running straight towards the caravan.
Well, we're a couple of metres back, in my defence.
Yeah. He almost kissed the camera. In the end, 12 off that over. The big 6 to finish it.
Well, there are moments I wish I had got that on camera there of the fielder, because he literally just stopped. And I've learned to accept, the van and the car are insured. We are. The windows are down on the fielding side, so I'd rather they dented the car than smashed a window. I'm okay with that. Wife wouldn't be, but it's a work car. So yes, that split second of uh-oh. And I was just pleased it didn't go bang, because...
I was waiting for the bang.
Well, we've got solar panels on the roof. We don't want them going bang.
No, he got enough on it to clear the van.
And for that we are thankful.
And everyone survived.
The question is...
Change in bowler, do we?
New bowler coming on is Gurdeep Singh. Well, subtle start, we'll describe that as. 1 for 110 after 19.
Gets one over before the drinks break. Oh, hit through the covers for another single.
Well, that one nudges the width and gives it more than just a tickle.
Oh,
In fact, I don't think there was any contact.
No, he coloured outside the lines there, and wide is called. Singh again flirts with the line that time. On the line he's in. He's caught a part of it, according to umpire Worsley. Probably fair enough. He could have stepped across and gone bang. Decided not to. He does on this occasion, though. Well, there's the 50. 50 brought up from Sandeep Bra. It's been a good knock. But there's a man that's made more than 150. He just gave a little wave to the scorers. If I made a 50, I made 150 in my career, and I ran around for about 15 minutes celebrating.
I can tell you, Donnie, that playing darts, if ever I hit, and I say if ever because it hasn't happened to date, if ever I hit a 180, I've put my team on notice. The game will stop. I will be posing for a photo next to the darts in the board.
One hit down the ground for the single. It's looking like another impressive over before they head into the drinks break. Got 9 off that.
Yeah, I'll go with 9. We'll find out in a moment when the scoreboard gets updated, but based on that, after 20 overs, the score 1 for 119 gets the nod of approval here on the Community Sports Show. Mike will stay on. Well, Mike's is still on, but we'll have literally just a couple of minute break to stretch our legs, get the blood flow back. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes' time here on the Community Sports Show, thanks to our broadcast sponsors. ID Athletic, for all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs. ID Athletic. Let them help build your club's identity. As well as Vision Decor, curtains, blinds, awnings, and even vinyl flooring. No, sorry, not vinyl, hybrid floorings. I stand corrected, Nolsey. Well, Donny, actually I'll shut up because I said we're having a couple of minute break. Nolsey, be quiet. I'll chat to you post session. Don't want to do what I said the old boys do.
Contest seems spirited.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, bang crunch. Let the world know we're back, Donny. That's the way. Bang crash. Welcome wherever you are across this big wide globe of ours that we call planet Earth. You're here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and Donny Ding Dong Bell. I'm going to have to stop that. That'll be bad.
It's all good, mate. I've been called worse. Just getting used to the dimensions of the caravan.
Yes.
I know you know every inch of it, but my knee just hitting the bench there as we came back.
I'll put some rubber on it for you.
All good.
Well, as we resume play, ladies and gentlemen, situation here, Caversham chasing 191 for victory. I have to update that sheet there. 191 for victory. Currently 1 for 119. 21st over about to get underway. Keith Horsley waves to his adoring public.
Krishnadana Singh on strike. Wide outside off to start and called as such. Vijay Latha into the attack again, is it? After drinks.
Yeah, it is Vijay Latha. They said they didn't have numbers, but I spotted his and wrote it down.
His third spell. bowled a couple of short spells so far.
And it's hard for bowlers when that's the situation. You can't get into a rhythm. Just as you find it, you get dragged.
Oh, that one's hit the stumps and off the stumps for overthrows, so I can't really afford to be giving away runs in that fashion. Always bad luck when that happens. He was shy at the stumps. If he was out of his crease, he'd miss.
Good game awareness though, Caversham capitalising.
Sandy Bra on strike. He's already made his half century. It's been a great knock so far. Well, you know, short of a length, just doing what every bowler attempts to do. Just hit the top of off, just hit the top of off, and that was exactly what that one was doing. Defended by Bra, no run. Well, that one, it's in the air and it's going to fall short of the fielder. They can't buy any luck. It was a leading edge, could have gone anywhere.
Well, Mundaring in all sorts of trouble now. 9 for 117, chasing 137.
They hit a great last wicket stand. That one again just defended back up the pitch. Got a good over this after Grinks. He only had one wide, and the only run actually was an overthrow. The bowler probably doesn't deserve. One punch straight to the cover fielder. So just two off it. Could have had a wicket.
1 for 121. Midland all out 164 in their game. No score updates from Scarborough.
The scorers in the second innings don't know how to use the technology, perhaps. It's all a learning curve.
It is at Swan View. They might not still have possession of it.
Gets that one through the covers, stopped.
Soccer style,
by
as
the
we
feet.
saw earlier.
That's it. It's always effective, just the single. Just go deep bowling. And edged. Oh, a fly slip in place.
Well weighted.
Almost perfectly positioned. You wouldn't expect that's a catching position, but it almost turned out that way. Dances down, uses the feet, just hits it down the ground for one.
off the over so far, 1 for 123. The always optimistic guy of catch it from deep.
Yeah, you might have fallen about 6 or 7 metres short of the fielder, but I think you still count that as a drop when you do the fines. That one's in the air and again it's just going to drop short of the fielder. 1 run added to the total. That's the close of the over. 3 runs from it.
124 for 1, or 1 for 124, however you like it. This is the Perth Swan Cricket Association A grade 1 day division, coming to you live on the Community Sports Show, thanks to our broadcast sponsors, My Day Athletic, for your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs, and Vision Decor, curtains, blinds, awnings, and even hybrid floorings. Couple of field changes here now.
He's for in again, and there's an appeal for LBW, but I think there was wood on it. We'll see what the call is. Looks like it's run, so off the bat is the reason why there was no finger for the LB.
Big shout out to all online there. Thanks for joining Donnie and I here on the Community Sports Show, where we take local sports to you, our global audience.
Oh, when he does get that short one outside off, his eyes do light up. He likes to play that shot, Sandeep Bra. We've seen it once already. The upper crunch. Doesn't make contact on this occasion, no. DJ Lather perhaps getting away with one. Oh, that one's edged through to the keeper! And they've got the wicket they need. He gets the send-off as well. There's Bra. Getting a few high fives and people shaking his hand as he makes his way off after a very well made half century. DJ Lather strikes.
Well, 2 down now. 125 on the board. Next, this is where it'll all be won or lost in the next 10 overs. If Caversham can chip away, get 4 and over, get themselves into the 160s, set themselves up to be able to have a swing in the last half dozen or so. But it looks like it's the skipper, Gaurav Sharma. Jagyavan Singh coming into the lineup here with a 27.47 average, called by the skipper there to change it out.
Even. Joins Krishnadana Singh out in the middle. A good one on the spot. First delivery. Forward defends and keeps it out. Just short of a 100-run partnership too. With that wicket. Half a chance there. If he hits, he's gone. If he doesn't hit, he gets off the mark. To sing.
Run, rabbit, run.
Well, just looking at Jagjeevan, I don't know that running is perhaps his favourite part of the game either.
Well, there are plenty of people out there that say if you don't like to run, hit the ball far.
The end of the over, a wicket, 2 runs from it.
Sorry.
2? Yep.
Yeah.
2 for 126. 2 for 126. Yep.
I swear it is like being married sometimes. Even when you think you're right, you're wrong. Big shout out to all the lovely partners out there allowing us to be out here doing what we love doing.
Absolutely.
Bit of cheeky irreverence from me, but 34 years married this year. She's trained me well.
My wife's heading out tonight, so and I was supposed to be home to cook dinner for the kids, and now the kids are gone for a sleepover, so I'm home alone. And probably pick up some Maccas on the way home.
That sounds like winning to me right there. Or any other fast food franchise. So open to sponsorship. I'm sure I can tell people how good for them McDonald's is if they're involved in community sport. They can run it all off.
Ooh, squares him up.
Great ball.
Sprint back to his mark as well.
Well, the old saying, one gets 2. That's certainly what Coolbinia West Perth will be hoping for here. Just start to sow the seeds of uncertainty.
Well, then all of a sudden it doesn't look like they're that far behind in the game. It can change very quickly. It feels like the brakes have been put on since the drinks break a little bit as well. We've only had five runs in the last couple of overs. And trying to break the shackles as he cleared the fielder. He's got enough on it. Clears the rope at 6 runs.
Well, that's how you break the shackles.
Well, just when you feel like you're getting on top, one shot like that, can that break the spirit of Coolbinia West Perth, the defending champions in this grade? Just on leg stump, out the square leg. He has a shy at the stumps, misses, and through for the single. It's out 7 runs off the over.
Important 6 there because, as you mentioned, Donny, just starting to slip behind, but now 2 for 133 off 24, Caversham Cricket Club. Two wickets in hand, behind by 2 runs after 24 overs, so...
Yeah, the worms have just come back together again, haven't they? There's never been too much in the game, but as you say, the wickets in hand does look the key factor for Caversham at the moment that has them marginally in front on down leg side. But we've seen all day when the batsman has to step out of the way for the ball to pass down leg side, it's not being called as a wide.
And nor should it be, in my opinion.
I 100% agree. He could have played a shot, he decided not to.
Oh,
well, that one gets the nick over the top of the cord and will run down for a streaky boundary. One thing that Jagjeevan Singh has Hasn't been afraid to go after the deliveries that are in his zone.
Well, the ground now starting to get enveloped in shadows.
Tell you what, looking around the place, there's a hive of community activity going on just on the outskirts of the ground. People walking their dogs and playing volleyball, and a bit of soccer going on the back corner there. And Singh once again waves at one.
That's what we love to see. Get involved in your community, in your local sports. Regulation season or just with friends. Get out and get involved. And I can tell you that the first result through on Play HQ for the A Division one-day grade sees Dianella get up by 12 runs over Mundaring. Mundaring all out for 124.
The last delivery. That one's up in the air, it sits up and again can't get it to stick. It's put down and they get through for a single. Well, that would have been a big wicket of Dana Singh. Would have seen basically two new batsmen at the crease. Gets away with it. And is that 6 off that over?
Yep.
Two for 139. Well, that was the golden opportunity. Coolbinia. West Perth were looking for, and again one that probably should have been taken, and it might end up being the difference in the game. I can't remember Caversham really putting down a genuine chance. There was a couple of sharp ones that they dropped, but there's been a couple of easy ones for Coolbinia West Perth that they've spelled. That one smashed.
Punished.
4 runs.
That's 50 up, boy!
That's 50 for Dana Singh. The second 50 for the Caversham team. There's been some real standout performance from them. Krishna Dana Singh adds his name to the highlights reel with a half century.
If you'd like to help create the highlight reels here on the Community Sports Show, I'd love to hear from you. Young, technically minded, or even if you're old and technically minded. Single. Because I know when I do lacrosse, there's a couple of guys do footage and highlight packages, and they always look special. Belmont Cricket Club do theirs. If your club does yours, be sure to tag us in any highlights or milestones so we know for Wednesday night's review show. 144 I have it at, but another single. It's neck and neck here on the worms, to use your vernacular.
Oof. Well, another run-out chance that if he hits, would have been very, very close.
Getting some love from our supporters out and about. Good to be back for the Perth Swan Cricket Association 23-24 season here on the Community Sports Show, thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Decor. Quite a catch, but
well wide of anything that looks like a fielder. But just because it was in the air. And at the end of the over, 8 runs from it.
yep.
2 for 147 after 26. Cruising along. Keeping the neck just in front. With plenty of wickets in hand.
And as I have a look at the second grade competition, Yokine Pilbara getting their season off to a win with a good 8-wicket win over Forestfield. 145 all out Forestfield. Yokine Pilbara 2 for 148 off 27. Good score there. Brabham taking out the points over Coolbinia West Perth, so Coolbinia West Perth will be hoping for a win here to get at least one home.
Well,
and in what can only be described as a classic there, Carlisle 10 for 85, defeating Midland all out 84. A one-run win there.
Wow. I don't know about classic when both teams score 80 odd, but very, very, very tense. I think at 10 for 85, they would have gone into that innings thinking they had it won.
And that therein lies the challenge, doesn't it? You think you got it, you get cocky, you play a couple of loose shots. Not that we know what happened there, but
no. Sam Friend back into the attack for Coolbinia West Perth. They've had to pull the trigger. They need something special. They've gone their number one strike weapon to try and get it for them. Because at this stage, you think they'd have to pull this out of the fire. Friend, he could started up the other end and switched around, got his wicket up the other end and then switched around to this end.
I'm not sure who's under more pressure here, the batsmen or the bowlers, because all of the locals looking to get out on this field as though we're on their space. Not often you see volleyball out at a local park, is it?
No, it's not. It looks like a real family affair. There's a mix of ages involved in that game. They're certainly animated, that's for sure. They're making a bit of noise over there, drawing the eye. His friend moves in, again, straight, right on the money. And Singh does well just to keep it out.
Good over here by Samuel. Exactly what his side need. Which, according to me, there's 2 runs to the favour of Coolbinia West Perth at this stage.
Bump ball.
Good take out there though.
You'll see straight away that there's less out in the deep when Friend comes into the attack. There's more pressure on the batter. Singh standing up to it thus far. And that one just down leg side.
Sneaks in.
And again, a look we've seen often throughout the day from batters when we're seeing deliveries go down leg side, looking quizzically at the umpire, not signalling wide, but as we've mentioned a few times, it's been very consistent throughout the day.
Yeah, and credit to the Perth Swan Cricket Association. They've set the bar. They have allowed a bit of laxity over the last few years with regards to ground markings that was made certain in no uncertain terms that clubs will be fined if it's not set up, because with, as we mentioned in the first innings, 89 umpires and players and clubs always complaining they never had umpires. Now need to set it up to assist them.
And a change in bowler here.
Was the change of pace a giveaway there?
I think it's nearby Sohai back into the attack.
Newberry back in, boys? Well called, Donny. You're all over this. Pro that you are.
And a single off the first. Dot there. After the maiden from Friend. And another dot. So just
Casual.
turning the screws a little bit, aren't they? Coolbinia, West Perth. Keeping themselves in the fight. And just about every time we've said that, Singh pulls the trigger, or one of the Caversham players pulls the trigger and finds the fence. And that is exactly what's happened there. Another boundary. Opens up the shoulders and relieves a little bit of pressure that was starting to build.
Just set up a little, didn't it? Gave him that height to just pull it around. Whereas that one, right in at the toes.
And he's been watchful. That's the end of that over, 5 runs from it. And 150 was brought up as well in that over.
We'll describe it as subdued celebrations. Just like when you get 4 people in at a game, it's an intimate crowd.
I think we've got an absolutely cracking finish coming up to this one, but at the same time, 28 overs gone, both teams were at 152, and the only difference is wickets in hand.
Literally 1 run separating them, and on this occasion 3 wickets to the advantage of Caversham. So a wicket here for Coolbinia will really set the cat amongst the pigeons.
It feels somewhat like that they've just made a conscious decision that they're not going to try and do anything expansive off Friend. They're just going to try and see him off. Maybe try and get some runs off down the other end.
There's much respect for Samuel, I think, recognising his ability there.
Overpitched slightly there and able to punch him down the ground for 1.
Pari doing the fielding out there. Oh,
Really well fielded.
panther-like.
He's had a pretty decent day. Davis boat have got started off with some real fireworks. An exceptional start, but it's been good in the field throughout. And if they find him again, I don't know whether that one was clean. It's hit him on the body and done some damage. He's been in the wars, that's for sure. He's got up hobbling. He walks away from that one, put his body on the line.
Now, Coolbinia, West Perth, mindful of the situation. Happy Bopperai and Samuel Friend have a chat. Good bounce. 2 to come.
It's been another good over from Friend, just the 1 run from it so far.
Well, maiden last over for Samuel.
And right up in the block hole, just squeezed out the mid-wicket and no run.
Doing exactly what his team need. Oh, probably must have missed the ball there. One off the over. 153 for 2. And after 29 overs, the scores are 153 apiece. So 11 overs remaining. 38 runs required for victory.
Well, it sounds easy enough, doesn't it? I mean, when you sort of break it down in like that, 10 overs or 11 overs to go, and 38 required for victory. They should be able to cruise to that, but a wicket or two could put the cat amongst the pigeons, and they have sort of struggled to score. They haven't scored all that freely since drinks. There's been a couple of well-struck individual shots, but it hasn't been consistent. And we talk about individual shots. There's a good one down to the fence for 4 runs.
I'll have to redo my math. I was just about to say they're literally on 3 runs and over for the last 10 overs. So good 4 there, necessary. These two and the previous pairing doing their job here.
Straight down the ground, and everyone just stands and stares. Goes down for another 4.
Krishna Dana Singh doing what Krishna Dana Singh does.
Well, it's been a great knock, hasn't it? He's already gone past the half-century milestone, and now looking to push on to get straight in position for that reverse sweep, and gets himself tied in knots, and he's trapped in front. LBW, and he's on his way. Well, we talked about that premeditated shot earlier in the day, Nilesy. And there it is.
Well, upsetting, but shouldn't be disconcerting at the moment here for Caversham. Still in a strong position. 161. Now for the loss of 3. And now Rajdeep Jatana. Vijay Kanwar coming in with his 24.23 average here. Had my researchers hard at work slaving away for that stat. If you'd like to sponsor the stats or the scoreboard or the show, why not? Get in touch. Packages for all. Until the end of October, very generously offering you 20% off a second-year package if you take this year. And the same package next year, I'll knock 20% off for you. And you can reach our global audience. Well, mate, next couple of overs will shape this, I think.
Ooh. Well, a new batsman. Straight away squared up off the edge to the slip fielder all along the ground, but suddenly 1 wicket. And it just feels like the attitudes of Coolbinia West Perth have changed a little bit. There's oohs and ahs every delivery. They feel they're back in this somehow. With a sniff. And Canwart, he's negotiated those 3 deliveries with... filling you with a great deal of confidence he's going to be there for a long time. But he survives. 8 off the over and the wicket, the big wicket.
So the score now stands at 3 for 161. This A-grade one-day match brought to you thanks to our sponsors, ID Athletic and Vision Decor, with a little support from our friends at Ashby Farrell, White Arch and Barner Construction. Well, 10 overs, 30 runs. Bad at maths. I got to 190, then I thought they need one more, so this must be the last for Friend, surely.
30 to win, so it's, very, very doable with 7 wickets in the shed. They should be able to get home. It would be a bit of a capitulation, you would think, for Caversham to lose from here, but stranger things have happened. We were talking about a game where a team got bowled out for 80.
Talking about the NRL grand final and capitulations. Great fight back by the mighty Panthers.
It certainly was. That game looked done and dusted at 24 to 8. That one just running all the way down for 4 runs.
And given off the bat, so take them how they come.
Jivan Singh gets a boundary to his name.
Well, fair to say they're a little behind the over rate. Well, that'll help. It's the one though.
It takes a little bit of pressure off the over when if you only need 3 and over and you get a boundary off one of the early deliveries. All of a sudden you're in front for this over. And you start to bank a couple for the next. Oh, 2 balls on the field. Pitch invader comes on and retrieves the second ball.
I actually stopped a mate becoming a pitch invader at the Waffle Grand final.
Good idea.
He'd had a few.
Yeah.
Jumped over the fence claiming player, and I'm thinking, not on the field, you might be a player off, but that one squeezed down leg side too wide. And his legs were over and his eyes full of passion for the Sharks. And I said, I won't mention his name, I said, you, come back this side, get in down the legal way. He was in every second photo, so he got in the rooms.
It's gone the long arm.
Oh, no.
He's hit it down towards the volleyballers. 6 runs.
They're completely oblivious.
No, I had no idea what was going on.
What do you call if it goes towards a group of people? Do you call 4?
4. Well, it seems strange to call 4 when there's a 6, but
yes,
heading their way. But an expensive over this one, and might be the final nail in the coffin of this game. And caught!
Wow.
Well, a great catch there at backward point. Takes a screamer. And Friend has another wicket to his name.
Well, he's toiled hard, as he doesn't know any other way, really.
And Vijay Kanwal.
So I've got that as 1 for 12 so far off the over.
Yeah, that's what I've got as well.
Puts them at 4 for 173, chasing 191, so 18 runs required. As Josh Thorpe of Carlisle lets us know that the B grade there have won. Just catching up there. And
New Butter making his way out for Caversham.
over Midland, so Midland's 4A. I don't know what's going on here, Donnie. I've got a big smile on my face because there's a group of spectators who I will name and shame with a video footage making their way out onto the field, rather casual and
Around the field.
bit of feedback to the umpires. Reality is that umpires in control here, and that's the difference. It's great to have umpires everywhere, but you've got to actually exercise your authority, to quote someone famous, because
Well, they're still making no clear effort to actually get off the ground. There's,
well, you know what? No, I won't say what I was thinking.
I think they have continued. I think that
Sky someone.
Guggen on your.
Guggenpreet Singh.
Yep.
That's who we're going with. It's called Sky to his mates, but Guggenpreet Singh.
Guggenpreet means sky in Punjabi.
Oh, there you go. You learn something new every day. I've heard plenty of Punjabi. I've just learned my actual first word. Well, passion of field here at Bennett Springs.
well, you would have thought there was a wicket that just fell, but
There was a point scored in the volleyball. We might have to switch cameras in a moment. Hopefully one day we'll have that capacity. My plan is to drop cameras up each end of the broadcast van and be able to toggle between them. Caversham's second side down here now, supporting them.
somehow managed to squeeze that one out square, but no run available. So end of the over.
So, I'll wait on the official scorers because I
173 after 32.
32.
170.
173.
Oh, yeah. So, it's a maiden over
Maiden over there for
in amongst all that.
Sorry.
How do you bowl a maiden over? You push her. Bad dad jokes
That's
free.
I'll write that one down. I'll let the kids know.
Oh, for all those,
I love that.
you just push her. No, I do not encourage violence of any form, viewers. Now, as you know, when I sign off, love yourself and love those around you. Oh, great ball. Bit of pace on that.
This is another spell for VJ Lather. I think it's his fourth spell. I'm not sure how many overs he's bowled in total, but he must be getting close to the end.
Well, you're only allowed 8.
He did bowl a one-over spell.
Oh, that's gone.
Went a long way.
They've decided they've had enough, Caversham.
They've got dinner plans. Somewhere to be. They're ready to finish this one off.
179 now. 191 required. Just 12 runs needed.
I think that was to get off the mark for Sky Singh too, so it's not a bad way to get off the mark.
It's like starting your darts career with a 180 or something. Hard to reproduce after that.
And optimistic shout for LBW with one that comes off the middle
here
of the
we
bat.
go.
And then we've got overthrows. They've got 2 overthrows.
Come on, good running!
So they end up getting 3 off that one delivery.
That was a gentle day. Oh well.
That was maybe Coolbinia West Perth are ready to go home as well. They're giving runs away there.
I'm sure Ash Kumar won't be too keen on his team doing that too often.
I'll tell you one thing, VJ Lather's a guy that's played with plenty of spirit, maybe a bit too much at times, but he's very enthusiastic. One of the more enthusiastic of his teammates. He charges in once more. To Jagjeevan Singh. Just hits that one to the cover field magnet. There's been plenty hit in his direction.
12 runs, plenty of overs, plenty of wickets in hand.
That's the end of that over. 9 runs from it.
182 now. So 9 runs required for victory here for Caversham.
Another over like that.
Four for 182 off 33. You would suggest, in this modern day and age, we can't mention anything about size, but the opera singer out the back is starting to warm up. La 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 la. Don't panic, viewers, it won't be, mate. We had an opera singer do the grand final for the Hills Football Association. She did the national anthem for the grand final in the Hills.
Fantastic.
It was an interesting...
The game was over before it started.
Oh, it's an interesting experience, I tell you.
And no run off that first delivery because it was a maiden, the last over from Sohi. No maiden on this occasion as everybody looks at the ball and says yours.
And eventually VJ Lather picks it up and says, all right, I'll get it.
If I have to. 1 run scored. 1 run closer to victory. For Caversham, looking to get a little bit of some semblance of revenge for the loss in last year's decider against the same opponent. Although it's a little bittersweet, I think, when it's in round 1 and not in the decider.
100% there.
Another dot played straight back up the ground. Even watchful. Danced down, wanted to get to the pitch of that one, didn't quite make it. Checked his shot. Just defends it to the cover furler. Again, it's been a very tidy over. Just 1 run from it.
183 the score now. 8 runs required in this round 1 opening match for the Perth Wong Cricket Association A Division 1 day grade, brought to you here on the Community Sports Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston and Donny Ding Dong Bell. Thanks to our sponsors, ID Athletic, for all your sporting apparel and Vision Decor, curtains, blinds, awnings, and even hybrid floorings.
We got a bowler change.
Well, talk about tactical. Just as the batsmen have got used to one,
Well, that's beaten a tired wicketkeeper. Beat absolutely everyone. They're going to come back for a second bye. So it's 2 more byes. 2 closer to victory. Go Caversham. And Sky Singh working that one out towards the fence. The fielder might kick it over the rope.
That was optimistic thinking on your part there, Donny. But points for encouraging.
Oh, they've waved the 4.
Oh.
In the end.
Well, 6 runs so far means there's just 2 runs required.
And that might... Oh, not quite. They're going to need 1 more. So scores are tied. Looking to finish with a flurry, but no such thing. Just gets through for the single, and that is victory.
Now, normally
Caversham.
in Perth Swan, we'll see this over out just because, as we found at afternoon tea, there may be some subtle variations.
Sky Singh whacks one.
And pretty much puts it beyond a doubt.
Last ball. 1 ball to come on B.
So it's 12 off this over so far, and they do have 1 more to come.
195, so victory will go to the Crusaders in this round 1 match.
Told you.
Mike Ash, the club president on the show Wednesday night, claiming victory here.
Nothing off the final delivery.
As his team swing with no ding.
4 for 195 after 35. They've done it pretty comfortably in the end, Caversham. Some great knocks in there from Krishnadana Singh. And Sandeep Bra, both players getting half centuries.
Plenty of smiles out there from Caversham. Well, they worked hard on it all day. They were under the pump early, I thought, with Coolbinia West Perth away to an explosive start there. None for 40 off 4. You wouldn't have thought that we'd be here at this other end. But that is the nature of the game of cricket, Donny.
Well, the game did change in a very short space of time. They lost 1 wicket not long after that. That first 4 overs, and then a second, and all of a sudden they had 2 new batsmen out there and really put the brakes on. And the bowling from Caversham was pretty good. They responded well after going for plenty of runs early. They didn't drop their head. They kept up the intensity out there, and they've done really well to fight back to. And you sort of said 200 was what if they kept them below that, it was going to be a pretty good chance they were going to be able to chase it down, and that's the way it turned out.
As the 2 sides come together, giving us a wave. Coolbinia. As Coolbinia West Perth come in and acknowledge us. Caversham also having a look there. Some big scores there. We mentioned the nearly 100-run partnership. What are some of the stats if you've got any there?
55 off 66 for Sandeep Bra, and 64 off 72. Krishnadana Singh ended up a reverse sweep that got him trapped in front, LBW. And a couple of wickets for Samuel Friend. He finished with two for 33.
Not bad.
Yeah, had a few wides early and struggled to get his line in his first couple of overs, but did finish with a couple of wickets as the best of theirs with the ball. Nubai Sohai 1 for 37 off his 8 as well. Caused some headaches and for Caversham, but all in all, 4 down for 195. It was all about how well they batted. They batted with great control, and Sandeep and Krishna were the two that got it done, and Jagjivan and Ganpreet at the end with 25 and 19 respectively did what they had to do.
Exactly. Good call by you, Donny. Welcome to the team here. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I thought you've done cricket before, but it was great to have you here. Enjoy yourself.
All good? Well done.
All good. Thank you, Grav.
You need an interview?
We'll get you after. Down at the club, Grav Sharma there, offering himself up for interviews. I've been bitten by agreeing to that once before, not necessarily by Grav, but a certain Dianella player who shall remain nameless shortly thereafter. They shared it, which is great. But you'll notice on our page now I say do not share. Because once it's out there, there are certain non-friendlies who will basically just dump a bucket load of scam links and that in there.
Where? Scorebook. Where we score? Thanks, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, sir. Here, is this the scorebook?
Yep. Thanks, brother. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, well, that's it for round 1 of the Perth Swan Cricket Association A Division one-day game competition. Join me on Wednesday night. I'm looking to line up another special guest in the studio for our midweek show live at 7 o'clock. Till then, as always, on behalf of Donny Bell and our sponsors, ID Athletic and Vision Decor, I am Noel Knowlesy Johnston, signing off till next time. Wherever you are, take care, stay safe. Be nice to yourself, but remember, be nice to those around you too. Bye for now.